Hi friends, I welcome you all at Crack Grade B. In this video, we are going to discuss cropping system, and this lecture is very important for your NABARD Grade A exam. First of all, we have to learn what do you mean by, what do you understand by this cropping system. Actually, it is an important component of farming system and it represents the cropping pattern used on a farm and their interaction with farm resources, other farm enterprises and available technology which determine their makeup. Actually, we know that there is a field, we required some mechanization, mechanical equipments. We required some input in the form of fertilizers and seeds, and sometimes we required the labor. So these all together make the system we known as crop system. Okay, cropping system can be classified, and we will classify the cropping system based upon the resources, technology available. Different types of cropping systems are adopted on farm, which are monocropping system, multiple cropping system and the fallow cropping system. So in the subsequent slides, we will discuss about these all types of cropping system, and we will clear our concept regarding this all the types of cropping system. So there is a typical classification of this cropping system. First of all, multiple cropping system. Under this multiple cropping system, there are parallel multiple cropping, there is sequential multiple cropping. Under parallel multiple cropping, there are mixed cropping, intercropping, relay cropping, L cropping and multi-storied cropping. And under this sequential multiple cropping, there are ratoon cropping, sequential cropping. Under sequential cropping, there are double, triple and quadruple cropping. So first of all, if we want to make our concept, then first of all, we should have and we should know then what is the difference between the intercropping and the sequential cropping. So there is a major difference between the intercropping and the sequential cropping is, under intercropping, if you are growing two or more crops simultaneously on the same piece of land in a cropping season may be June, September Kharif, October, Jan for the Rabi season. But under the sequential cropping, you are growing two or more crops in sequence on the same piece of land in a farming year. Farming year means whole year, June to May. So this is the May. So in sequential cropping, you are including all the three seasons, but in intercropping, you are sowing the crop according to their season, just like Kharif and Rabi. The major difference is that it depends upon the space dimension, it depends upon the time dimension. For example, for intercropping, you required space, you have to more focus upon the space, but for the sequential cropping, the time dimension is more required. What are the types of intercropping? Under intercropping, there are two types, intercropping and the mixed cropping. Under the sequential cropping, there are two types, monocropping and the multiple cropping. So we will start with the intercropping. Actually, intercropping refers to growing of two or more dissimilar crops simultaneously. Go by the word. Please listen carefully what I am saying to you. On the same piece of land. So what are the three requirements? Dissimilarities, dissimilarity of the crops, either two or three. Second, simultaneously, together, ek saath. And the third requirement is the land should be same piece of land. It doesn't mean that you are growing one crop on one field and the second crop on the second field. All the crops should be at the same field simultaneously, and the crop should be more than 2 or 3. So this is the basic requirement. So under this intercrop, there are two types of crop. The first is principal crop. The second one is the associated crop. So what types of question you can expect? NABARD can ask from you that there are 2 or 3 more crops, and he can ask from you that what is the combination of the crop for the intercropping system. So be ready for these types of questions. You can expect these types of questions from the NABARD. Now, intercropping can be further divided into the mixed intercropping, row intercropping, strip, and the relay. So in subsequent slides, we will discuss about and we will try to understand what are the mixed, row, strip, and the relay intercropping. Before moving ahead, the one thing you have to know, you have to learn from here is that what are the advantage and disadvantage of intercropping. So advantage of intercropping are, these are biodiversity and stability, increase yield, maintenance of soil fertility, fodder and manure, soil covers, risk spreading and food security, the most important, weed control, microclimate, physical support, pest and disease control. And what are the disadvantages? It required lots of mechanized planting, and the harvesting are difficult because you are growing 2 or 3 crops in a same piece of land. So mechanized is required more, and harvesting are little bit difficult. It is more difficult to apply need fertilizers and other chemical as in sole cropping. Because in a sole cropping you are growing one crop, here you are growing 2 or 3 crops, so you required more fertilizers for growing these 2 or 3 crops. The third point is experiment with intercropping is more complex and difficult to manage than with sole cropping. Definitely, you are growing 2 or 3 crops, so experimentation is little bit difficult as compared to the sole crop. This is a typical combination of some of the crops in intercropping systems. So this is the principal crop, this is the intercrop. You may say that if you are growing sugarcane, then the intercropping system can be combined with these all crops like wheat, coffee, soybean, moong and sunflowers. So these are the combinations. You can see these combination by pausing this video, and I will share this slide in my Telegram channel. So you can take this slide from Telegram channel also. Now, what is the difference between intercropping and the mixed cropping? Actually, growing 2 or more crops simultaneously on the same piece of land with a definite row arrangement is known as intercropping. For example, growing groundnut and red gram in the ratio of 6:1. And what about this mixed cropping? Growing 2 or more crops simultaneously on the same piece of land in a proportion without any row arrangement. For example, fodder sorghum plus fodder cowpea or the pili pesera. I will tell you the difference between these two cropping systems. This is the intercropping, definite row arrangement, but in case of mixed cropping, you are growing crop without any definite proportion or without any definite row arrangement. So this is the mixed type of cropping, and this is the inter type of cropping. Now the difference between the strip cropping versus and the strip cropping and strip intercropping. So what is the strip cropping? Growing soil conserving and soil depleting crops in alternate strips running perpendicular to the slope of the land to the direction of the prevailing wind for the purpose of reducing erosion. So main aim of this type of cropping system is soil conservation and reduce soil depletions. But under intercropping, growing two or more crops simultaneously in different strips wide enough to permit independent cultivation but narrow for the crop to interact agronomically. So this diagram you are showing is a strip intercropping. Friends, try to understand the concept of this strip intercropping system very carefully, because sometimes NABARD asks a very typical questions. He will ask what types of system is this. So you have to identify. If you will not learn, then it will be very hard to you solve these types of questions in exam. So try to take the concept of these all types of cropping systems. Now, what is the difference between a sole cropping and a row intercropping? Under the sole cropping, one crop variety, go by the word, one crop variety grown alone in pure stand at normal density. So it is called solid planting. Examples are sorghum 14 into 15 centimeter, groundnut at 13 into 10 centimeter. And what about this row intercropping system? Growing two or more crops in the same piece land simultaneously with definite proportion in rows. Combination may be sorghum plus cowpea. The ratio should be 2:1 or 3:1, and the sugarcane plus soybean ratio should be 1:2 or 1:1. Row intercropping can be of two types. The types are additive and replacement series. Under the additive series, one crop means base crop is raised in full population, and in between the rows of base crops, intercrops are raised at less population level by adjusting or changing crop geometry of the base crops. So this is the additive series. And what about the replacement series? By sacrificing certain proportion of population of the one component crop, another component crop is introduced. Try to understand this. This is the field. This is the row arrangement. Let us stand this B is the base crop. So here is the base crop. So in between these two base crops, you can grow some additional crop. This is called additive. But in case of second case, in replacement types of row crops, this is the base crop, and you are compromising by replacing these area with the certain other crops. So in this crop, you are growing crop between these two base crops, and in this case, you are compromising, you are replacing the another crop with the base crop. So this is called replacement crops. Now, what is the relay intercropping? Actually, it is interplanting or intersowing of the succeeding crop. In the preceding annual crops, succeeding crop is sown after the preceding crops has reached the maturity stage, but before the harvest. So, in a nutshell, we can say that. Let us. I will explain you this. This is your field, and you have grown some crop in this field. In this arrangement, we can say that this is the B base crop. This is the B base crop. So when this crop reached at its maturity stage, but it is not harvested. So between this time, the time between the maturity stage and the harvested stage, you can grow another crop. So this type of cropping system is known as the relay cropping system. So in a nutshell, we can say that planting of succeeding crops before the harvest of the preceding crops. What is the preceding crops? The crops which are already grown on the field, but a crop which grown at the field before the harvest of the preceding crops. What can be the conditions for growing of these succeeding crops? The planting succeeding crop may be done before or after flowering, before or after the attainment of a reproductive stage, completion of active life cycle, senescence of leaves or attainment of psychological maturity of the crop. The common examples of relay cropping system are maize potato, maize toria, maize turnip and ragi horse grass. So this is a relay intercropping system. Now the multi-tier or multi-storied intercropping system actually growing of two or more crops having different growth, habit and rooting pattern. So this is the precondition. The crop, two or more crops which have different growth, different habit, different rooting pattern above the ground structure. So these types of crops are known as multi-tier or multi-storied intercroppings. So in a piece of land, is a basic condition. The second one is the perennial crops offer several types of opportunities during their growth. So what is the multi-store or multi-level cropping system? You have to get idea of this term, cropping system. Multi-store or multi-level cropping system is a system of growing crops of different height together at the same time on the same piece of land, thus using land water space most efficiently and economically. So what are the benefits? First of all, see in this picture, this is the tree which is of different height, this is of different height, this is of different height, and they all are simultaneously grown at the same piece of land. So these types of system is known as the multi-tier or multi-storied intercropping system. It is aimed at maximum production per unit area, per unit time. What is the another benefit? Economic yields of compatible crops species are harvested from different heights. So this is the benefit, and the basement floor is the same for all species and crop yielding floors are increased for more productions. This is the base field, but you are growing different types of crops. Let us assume if you are growing these types of crop which have lower height, so you will get the lower biomass, lower grain, lower production from these types of crops. If you are growing multi-storied and multi-tier of crops on this field, like this tree, so you are going to get better biomass, better production and better yield from this same piece of land. So this was the multi-tier. Now the LA, we can known this crop in the form of hedge grow intercropping. So what is the hedge grow and LA intercropping system? Raising two or more crops in LAs, for example, folder crops in the pathway. So what are this is the typical example of the LA or hedge grow intercropping systems. Generally in these types of cropping system, we avoid the production of the grain. Raising two or more crops in LAs, generally for fodder crops. So this is the basic requirement and the basic example of this LA and LA type of intercropping system. Now, what are the advantage of the intercropping system? Higher productivity per unit area, efficient and better use of the growth resources like natural land, light, water, applied labors and manures, efficient management of weed, pest and disease, providing physical support to other crops, for example, betel vine, black pepper vines on coconut and arachidid and labeled on sorghum. Providing vine shelter and shade to the component crop, for example, oak for tea, albizia for tea, or castor or red gram for the turmeric. So this is the LA and hedgerow intercropping system. Now, the multiple cropping system. You can see in these figures, it is a very good figure to understand these types of cropping system. You are growing maize here, you are growing soybean here, and then you are growing oat here. So what you are doing? You are doing multiple crop on the same piece of the land. What are the advantage? It use multiple resources at one place in a very efficient manner. So this is the multiple cropping system. Now, what is the monocropping? This is the crop where the field is used to grow only one crop season after season, also known as the solid planting. So sometimes you can have the question, what do you mean, what do you understand by the solid planting? So do not confuse. Actually, the meaning of the solid planting and monocropping system are the same. So this is the figure where you can see that what is the monocropping system. The farmer is growing one crop in a one field at one time or in a one season. What are the disadvantages? It is difficult to maintain cover the soil. You can see here the soils are open. It encourages the pest, disease and weeds. Here this area is open, so weed attack, pest attack is a common problem. It can reduce the soil fertility and damage the soil structure. So this is the disadvantage of the monocropping system. Now, a sequential cropping system. What do you understand by the sequential cropping system? It refers to growing two or more crops in a sequence on the same field in a year. The succeeding crops is planted after the preceding crops has been harvested. Friends, in my previous slide, I have told you about the one of the system where the preceding and succeeding crops also comes into picture. Here in sequential cropping, this concept is again you have find. So what is the reason of this succeeding crops is planted after the preceding crops has been harvested? It increased the crop intensification. Crop intensification. And what is the main factor? In intercropping system, we use the space dimension. We are using here the time dimension. So there is no intercrop competition. One has to manage only one crop at the one time in the same field. There may be some types of the sequential cropping system. Double cropping, 2 or more crop in a year. Triple cropping, 3 or more in a year. Quadruple cropping system, 4 or more. And the ratoon cropping system is most important. I will tell you about this ratoon cropping system. Under this ratoon cropping system, cultivation of crop regrowth after harvest of the plant crop, not necessarily grains. So we will try to understand what is the ratoon cropping system in my next slide. First of all, under these types of sequential cropping system, double cropping system, triple cropping system and quadruple cropping system, I have already tell you. And ratoon cropping system, first of all we will see what are the examples of this ratoon cropping system. Sugarcane 14 ratoons, sorghum 2 or 3 ratoons, rice intent variety. So this is the figure how this ratoon cropping system works. See this figure. Under this figure, fennel sprouts from the stems, cut the main bulb high and then harvested baby sprout a few weeks later. So you can see here is that this is the system. You can cut the bulb of this crop, then after a week you will find the harvested baby sprout on this field. So this is the ratoon cropping system. Simply, in a field, first of all, you will cut this piece. After 1 week, you will get some baby sprout from the same field. So what you are getting? You are getting main crop in the form of this bulb, and you are getting a baby crop in the form of sprouts. The better examples of this crop are sugarcane here. So this is the ratoon cropping system. The main concept is here. The cultivation of crop regrowth. Remember this word, regrowth, after harvest, although not necessarily. So here what is doing? You are cutting this blade, and after 1 week you are getting one baby sprout in the form of regrowth from the same field. So this is the ratoon cropping system. So friends, now the last concept is fallow cropping system. What do you understand by the fallow? Fallowing means keeping the land vacant without raising any crop. What do you mean by the fallow? The fallowing means keeping the land vacant without raising any crop is called the fallowing. The fallowing can be two types: barren fallow, ploughed fallow. Barren fallow without ploughing, ploughed fallow prepare the land and leaving without any crop. So simple. What are the advantages of this fallowing? Soil structure protected, conservation against soil and water erosion, conservation of plant nutrients, building up of beneficial social micro and macro organisms. And what are the demerits? Growth of bushy and weedy plants. If you are leaving the plant fallow, so you can have some growth of some bushy and weedy plants. Rodents, pests and disease problem. If the field is empty, so rodent attack, pest attack and disease problem is a common problem in a fallowing cropping system. So this was all from my side, friends. I will come up with a next video, and this video is totally depend upon your NABARD grade A syllabus. So thank you and happy learning.